Welcome to the Bhaktivedanta Research Centre. Preserving literature is essential to sustaining culture, and the Bhaktivedanta Research Centre has been dedicated to this mission for well over a decade. Established as a fledgling institution in 2009, BRC has since grown into a global premier ISO certified research institute with a global footprint operating branches in Mumbai, Pune, Puri, Govardhan and New York. BRC is dedicated to preserving, researching and sharing the vast ancient literature, history and philosophy of India, and has earned significant recognition including the 6th ICC Social Impact Award in 2024. The Bhaktivedanta Research Centre is a global academic research institute dedicated to reviving the preservation, research and education of ancient Indian knowledge system. We are affiliated to Mumbai University and Savitribai Phule Pune University. The BRC has a rich collection of over 25,000 books, journals and 100 physical manuscripts covering diverse topics on Indian culture and Bengal. As you can see, now I am standing in front of a very rich collection of our institute. This is called the personal library collection of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. So this rich collection has over 4,000 books. Most of the books are very rare, 150 to 100 years old and out of print. This collection has many subjects like books on Vedanta Sutra, Haridham, Hari, Namamrita Vyakaranam, Upanishad, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Bhagavat and so on. Bhaktivedanta Research Centre has digitized mostly around 3,500 books from this collection, so that what happens in future, if these books will get destroyed, at least we will have the scanned copy so that we can reprint it later. In 2009, the Bhaktivedanta Research Centre was founded by Dennis Harrison, also known as Harisori Das, and Dr. Ferdinanda Sardella. They both have opened this library in the heart of the city of Calcutta for scholars, for research scholars and students who can come here and can do research on Gauriya Vaishnava philosophy tradition and the culture. Most of the books you can see here are the press copies of the first edition. And in the press copies you will get to see the editing done personally by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So if you see that these are the press copies of Srimad Bhagavatam which has been personally edited by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. We have displayed some of the very rare items from the Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's library collection. This is a handwritten letter by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur on a letter pad of Gauriya Math which was at the Ultadanga Junction Road. Here we have the original handwritten personal diary of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur starting from 1904 to 1936. So every day he would write a diary entry with the English date on the top, as you can see, with the date, and the matter of the diary you can find it in Bengali. Sundarananda Vindyavinod used to be the personal editor and the secretary of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. So the library which I have showed you, which contains 4,000 books, the rich collection or the rare treasure trove of our institute, that was after the departure of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur from this mortal world. That was with Sundarananda Vindyavinod. He took the entire library with him to Bangladesh, Dhaka. Until he was alive, he didn't share this library with anyone else, but he added more and more books to that library. That's why after Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, that library was named as Sundarananda Vindyavinod Collection. So in 2010, the Bhaktivedanta Research Centre got this library from Bodhayan Maharaj. Sundarananda Vindyavinod's son entrusted this entire library to Bhakti Vibhud Bodhayan Maharaj, and Bodhayan Maharaj gave this entire library to Harisori Das, the founder of the Bhaktivedanta Research Centre. we have displayed some rare artifacts, handwritten artifacts of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur from his personal library collection. Here we have kept a handwritten letter by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur written on a letter pad of Gauriya Math, which was at Ultadanga Junction Road. As you can see, Sri Gauriya Math 1 Ultadingi Junction Road. From there, he has written a letter in the year 1926. Apart from that, this is another letter which you can see, which was written from the same place at 1 Ultadingi Junction Road in 12/12/1927 to Ram Gopal Vidyabhushan. The letter has been signed by him with Nitya Ashirvad Sri Siddhanta Saraswati, which means my eternal blessings. So these are the two important handwritten letters. After the departure of Bhaktivinod Thakur, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur wanted to follow the legacy of the Gauriya Vaishnav. To not only he wanted this to be confined in India, but he wanted that it should go abroad. So with that thought and mentality, in 1926 he wrote a book in English called Vaishnavism Real and Apparent. And after publishing this book, he sent this book to various renowned universities in USA, France and many other places in Europe. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur had the desire of publishing a Vaishnava encyclopedia only dedicated for the Gauriya Vaishnava society. So in 1921, with the financial help of the King of Tripura, he started publishing Vaishnava encyclopedia, and he named those as Vaishnav Manjusha. We have the first edition of those 4 Manjushas, which are not available anywhere right now in the world or any part of the library, which BRC has. These are the 4 volumes of the Vaishnava Encyclopedia. So from 1921 to 1925, he published these 4 volumes. The need of journals was very important that time, which Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur thought, and started publishing various journals in various languages. So BRC has all those journals which Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur would personally publish from his institution, Gauriya Math. So as we know, there are few journals: the Daily Nadia Prakash, which was a daily newspaper, the Gauriya Journal, which was published weekly, Harmonist in English, Sajjan Toshan in Bengali, Paramarthi in Uriya, Kirtan in Assamese and Bhagavat in Hindi. This is a vast collection of the daily newspaper during Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's time, called the Dainik Nadia Prakash. So here we have 40,000 images, 5,000 issues, starting from 1927 to 1947. So as you can see, this is the copy of Nadia Prakash. So this was published in 1929. 8 pages of daily newspaper, which was published from Navadvip, Mayapur, and it was circulated all over Nadia district. The first page was comprised of all the world news, the second page with all the spiritual articles, the third page also with spiritual articles, and the fourth page with all the recent publications happening at the Gauriya Math, and the last page with the advertisement. You can see these pages have been very nicely digitized, preserved, and a Japanese tissue has been put in between each page for the preservation purposes. For now, I will show you the weekly journal which was published from Calcutta, Gauriya Math, Gauriya Journal. So every Saturday from the Gauriya Math at Bagh Bazar, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur would publish this Gauriya Journal. It started in 1922 and continued up to 1945. And here, every Saturday, he would write articles, spiritual articles about the biographies of the associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, an extensive preaching report. Where he is going, what he is doing, where they are traveling, which temple they are taking darshan, who is getting initiated, and every single detail what's happening at Gauriya Math. So here you can see this is Hindi Bhagavat. This used to be a fortnightly journal which Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur would publish. This is Paramarthi in Oriya. From Orissa he would publish this journal. And this is the Harmonist in English, the English journal for the Western devotees, for the educated society and for the religious people of Calcutta. And as you can also see, the first copy, the first issue of the Kirtan journal which Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, while he was preaching in Assam, his first disciple Sri Nimananda Sevatirtha started publishing this journal in Assamese language. So this is the only copy of the Assamese journal where all the information of the Gauriya Math and Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's preaching was published in Assamese language during that time. See, this section we have all the other journals during Bhaktivinod Thakur and Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's time, which are also very important, which was also getting published from Calcutta. So these are those various journals named Vishnu Priya Patrika, Sajjana Toshani, Sajjana Sangini, Sri Sudarshan, Pallivashi, Sri Gaur Sundar, Harmonist and many others. This book called Bongej Samajikota was written by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur when he was Bimala Prasad Siddhanta Saraswati prior to his sannyas. This book talks about the social system in Bengal. Also here you can see this is an original envelope from the Gauriya Math at Ultadingi Junction Road. This also you can see Jaiva Dharma, which was written by Bhaktivinod Thakur and later was published by Bimala Prasad Siddhanta Saraswati in 1917. This was published by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur prior to his sannyas, and this is the first edition which we have at the Bhaktivedanta Research Centre. As we all know that Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur prior to his sannyas was very influential in Vedic astrology. So that time he started publishing a journal on astrology. So as you can see, BRC also has this entire collection of this journal called Jyotirvid, which he was publishing when he was Bimala Prasad Siddhanta Saraswati. Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj has the desire of publishing a Vaishnav almanac where the disappearance and the appearance dates of the associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Ekadashi, the Dwadashi and other important Vaishnav festivals dates should be mentioned. So with this desire, even though there was no one to publish, so when he would often come to the house of Bhaktivinod Thakur at Bhakti Bhavan in Calcutta, he met Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and knowing about his expertise in astrology, Vedic astrology, he approached Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur with the wish that if a Vaishnav almanac he can publish. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur started publishing Sri Navadvip Panjika. There is another handwritten letter by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur which was written from Ultadingi Junction Road, and the letter pad is written as the Gauriya Printing Works. Next to the Ultadingi Junction Road, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur started publishing Gauriya Journal and other important books of the Gauriya Math. As you can see here, we have kept Saraswati Jayashri Vaibhav Parva. Saraswati Jayashri is a very important book in our Sampradaya. It's a compilation of the anecdotes of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's pastime by his disciples who lived with him. So the Vaibhav Parva has his pastimes prior to his sannyas till 1925, and this is the original copy which was gifted to Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur on his 60th birth anniversary celebration by his disciples. There is another part of the Saraswati Jayashri which is known as the Shri Parva of Saraswati Jayashri, which many of us is not known to us. It's an unpublished manuscript because Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur himself compiled this, where he has put his birth chart, his part of his, you can call it a small part of his autobiography which he himself has penned down, starting from his birth, coming to the Gauriya Math and his sannyas. This is the original last will of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, which was written a day before he left this world on 31st of December 1936 at 10:30 am. This is the original picture of Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj which we got from the library of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. We also received a note which says that this picture was taken at the house of Srila Bhaktivinod Thakur at Bhakti Bhavan in Calcutta when Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj used to visit. So he arranged for a British photographer to take this picture of Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. And also it was mentioned that this is the only picture which was taken by Bhaktivinod Thakur and was circulated later at other Gauriya institutions for the worship of Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. Now I would like to show you some of the rare artifacts of Srila Bhaktivinod Thakur, which we have in our Bhaktivedanta Research Centre. So now, as you can see, this is the original handwritten songbook by Bhaktivinod Thakur. So this is the entire songbook penned down by him, and here all the songs which we sing every day are here. This is the original handwritten Gaurarati of Srila Bhaktivinod Thakur. As you can see, he started writing the Kirtan Dakshine Nitai Chad Bame Gadadhar, and later the Jaya Jaya Gorachader Arati Ko Shobha was added. Also, if you see, the Narahari Adikori line was added later with the arrow. Next, you see, this is a register copy where Bhaktivinod Thakur was a student at the Hindu college, which we retrieved from the Presidency University, but then it was known as Hindu College. In number 16, you will see his name, Kedarnath Dutt, when he enrolled himself as a student of that college. Also, you see, this is a very important book which Bhaktivinod Thakur published in 1896, the first English book, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, His Life and Precepts. This is a very important book which talks about the life of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his teachings, and later after publishing this book, he sent it to various universities like the McGill University in Canada, the Munich University in Germany, and to the Royal Asiatic Society of Great Britain. This is a very important and also a handwritten letter by Bhaktivinod Thakur to his youngest son Lalita Prasad Thakur in 1910. You can see this is a handwritten letter which he has written to him with his signature. Bhaktivinod Thakur did the horoscope for his son, youngest son Lalita Prasad Thakur. Another English book of Bhaktivinod Thakur called the Bhagavat, its philosophy, its ethics and its theology. This is a lecture which Bhaktivinod Thakur delivered in Dinajpur in 1869, Bangladesh, and later Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur compiled those lectures and published it in a form of book. This is the first edition of the Padma Puran which Bhaktivinod Thakur himself published, and these original copies which he himself has used. Sajjana Toshani was a spiritual journal which was started by Bhaktivinod Thakur, and after his disappearance it was stopped for quite some time. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur again started republishing that same journal, Sajjana Toshani. This is a very old copy of that Sajjana Toshani from Bhaktivinod Thakur's time. Bimala Prasad Siddhanta Saraswati was the editor and the publisher of this Sajjana Toshani when Bhaktivinod Thakur would publish it. As we know that 2024 is the 150th birth anniversary celebration of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. On this occasion, Bhaktivedanta Research Centre, in collaboration with the Temple of Vedic Planetarium in Mayapur, created an impressive exhibit on Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur on a 2,500 square feet area on the first floor of the TOVP temple. So the exhibit shows about Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's life, his teachings, his travels, his prolific writing, his establishing of 64 mutts, the installation of the footprints of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu all around India, and an extensive research has been done from the Bhaktivedanta Research Centre on the 5 Western disciples of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So it's a request from the Bhaktivedanta Research Centre team. Anybody visiting Mayapur or Calcutta during this time should definitely visit the TOVP temple in Mayapur and should definitely have a look at this beautiful exhibit made. Since the end of 2022, the Bhaktivedanta Research Centre has made significant progress in its publication efforts. A total of 14 new publications have been released, reflecting the Centre's continued commitment to advancing scholarly work. We invite you to come and see the treasure trove at the Bhaktivedanta Research Centre, which is located at 110A at Motilal Nehru Road. We also have a staying facility here for our guests, scholars and researchers, and therefore we want you to come and experience a beautiful time amidst rare books, scriptures and journals. Thank you.